I swear to God, my chair is going to break. I'm not kidding. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a what I read in November. It is currently November 3rd and I was debating on making this video. I didn't have time to do it last month because I have been busy, and so I haven't had time to film it, and I just didn't know if I wanted to film it because the last sit down video I made, I messed it up all the way through. So we're gonna try and do this. I'll probably upload this one either way. I did delete the other video, so that's kind of sad, but I will try and refilm that in the future. So I actually only read 2 physical books and the rest is on my phone. I honestly thought I read more physical books, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna hop into the first book that I read this month because I don't really have anything to explain. The first book I read this month is Ezra. You can find this book on Wattpad. I actually reread this because I love the book so much. I had to reread it. Just Ezra and Annalise, oh my god, I love them so much. I don't really feel like explaining it. That's the thing. I hate re-explaining about books that I've mentioned in past videos. I feel like a broken record. So this book follows Annalise, and she had moved from her hometown because of something that happened in her family. You can find out in the book. I don't really want to spoil anything. And so because she moved hometown, she has to move college because she doesn't want to go to the college that she used to go to, and she just didn't want to be in her hometown. So she moves colleges and she's a musician, so she signs up for this I don't know if it's really a program. They do music at the school, and that is where she bumps into Ezra. And Ezra is actually a soccer player, and he's also a musician, and he plays violin while she plays, it's not cello. Haha! I got it right, yes. So Ezra plays the violin, she plays the cello. They're in the same category of, you know, violin. Why did I do that? And so they get partnered to mix 2 songs that they have chosen. He chooses one song, she chooses another, and they combine it, and they have to do a whole performance. And so later on, there's this girl that is trying to get with Ezra, I guess, and just this opponent from another soccer team that Ezra plays against. And so they start fake dating, so they just, you know, just goodbye. Yeah, we don't want to see them, so we'll fake date, so they leave us alone. So basically it's fake dating, friends to lovers, I guess. It's not really enemies because there's not much hate that goes on between them, so yeah. And to make the book better, Annalise is a reader. She's a massive bookworm. She loves Shatter Me. Amazing, love it. And to top that off, Ezra's family actually owns a bookstore. There's actually a lot that happens with this bookstore and just with the reading. So just read it. I'm not gonna spoil anything. It's just so cute. I love it. Yeah, absolutely loved it. The next book that I read is another Colleen Hoover book. I've only read It Ends With Us, and I really wanted to get into other books. And so I read Ugly Love. I cried. I do have a reading vlog that is going up for this. I haven't edited it yet. I'm sorry, I've just been like really busy and just haven't really wanted to edit and haven't really felt like editing the video just because it's 3 hours long, and just the whole editing process of reading vlogs takes a lot of time. I'm not gonna really say anything about this book because I want you guys to read the reading vlog, so hopefully that vlog will be up soon. I will give a little bit of my thoughts, just a little bit. Not my favorite. I did give it 5 stars, and the writing style as well, not my favorite, honestly. This one I read on the Kindle app. One of my friends on BookTok and Bookstagram, she convinced me to read this book. I said this in a couple videos ago. I don't remember what video it was. I think it was my Carol video. I said that I was never gonna read this book because I didn't want to read it, and you know what I did? I read it. And that book is Birthday Girl. Yeah, I went down that road. First Penelope Douglas book. This book is dual POV, so you get the perspective. You get the POV of our main character Jordan, and you also get our other character Pike. So basically this follows Jordan, and she gets kicked out of her apartment with her boyfriend Cole because he threw a party and neighbors were complaining. They weren't able to pay their bills, so they had to move out. She was allowed to stay because it was Cole's problem, but she didn't want to because she doesn't have the money to be able to pay for herself. So she ends up just leaving. And so a little bit before that, we actually meet Pike in a movie theater, and you know, they kind of connect and everything. Obviously she knows that he's older, they don't really know each other, and then later on she finds out that Pike is Cole's dad. Yeah, you know where this is going. Anyways, moving a bit forward, when they move out of their apartment and everything, Pike offers for Cole and Jordan to stay at his house, and they have certain like chores that they have to do in the house in order to stay. And so we get Jordan in the house doing more of the chores than she should, because Cole is out drunk and just coming home late and not doing any of the chores that he's supposed to be doing, so she does them. And then so something happens between their relationship of Jordan and Cole, and you'll find out in the book when you read it. And most of the time it's just Jordan and Pike together in the house. Cole's not really there, like I said, because he's out drinking and partying. And so they kind of form this connection, and I can't really explain much without spoiling the book, so that's my synopsis. I'm sorry, it's probably really bad. I hate explaining books. I just go all over the place, because I remember the movie theater, and the movie theater was before the apartment. I rated this book 4 stars just because I'm still not a fan of the age gap. It is 19 years. How old is she? She's 19 and he's 30, he's in his 30s, she's 19. Even though I really love their relationship, it was obviously we have those rough patches. We didn't really see much of them being together. We saw them like being friends and everything and like talking, but like being in the relationship, it wasn't really much. So I was kind of disappointed in that. But I loved like the last couple chapters and epilogue. I thought it was so cute. I loved it. Just the age gap, you know. I know that Penelope Douglas does have a lot of other age gaps. I think it's in Credence as well. I'm not reading that book. No, absolutely not. The next book I read was another reread. I gotta be honest, I didn't actually finish this. I only reread this book because I wanted to annotate it because I love the book. But just going back in and seeing how long the bloody chapters were, I don't know how I did it the first time. I can't handle it the second time. I had to stop and read something else because it was draining me. But I read Red, White, and Royal Blue. I was on 220, I was in the middle. I had to stop. I love the book, I really do. But the chapters go for like 20 pages and over, and I cannot handle like really long chapters. No. Still 5 stars. I love the book. That is not gonna change my opinion. I did do a really nice job of going with the cover. If you want me to do how I annotate and everything in my book journal and all that, I will do that if you guys want me to. I don't know why I decided just to reread this. I'll probably finish it. I'm not gonna say this month because I want to read other books this month. There are literally parts in the chapters where she could just cut it off and put it as a new chapter. Anyways, I need to get to the synopsis. Oh my god. So this is in a third perspective, I think, as well. I don't really like third POVs. So this follows Alex, who is the first son of the President of the United States. And then we have Henry, who is the Prince of Wales. And they have this bit of a feud that's going on between them. And basically there's a royal wedding that happens, and they kind of have this little disagreement and knock over how many layers was it? I think it was like 8 tiers. And so it's obviously a very expensive cake. And so it doesn't look good on both sides. So they're like team, I guess. I don't remember what they're called. Heads of family, state, and other handlers devise a plan for damage control. And so they basically have to hang out together and pretend they're friends and that everything's all good, just to convince everyone that what happened was just a misunderstanding and that, you know, they're friends and they don't hate each other. And so this book is a enemies to friends to lovers. I love them so much. The scene with like karaoke and everything is like the best, honestly. 5 stars, really great. Hopefully we'll try and finish later on. Oh, I love this book. The next book I read is the 3rd book in the off-campus series, and that is The Score. And that is between Dean and Allie. I don't really explain this. I don't really know how to explain it. Allie basically breaks up with her boyfriend and she can't stay in her apartment, so Garrett, who is from the first book, The Deal. He offers to let her stay at his house that he shares with a bunch of other guys. So you have Garrett, Dean, Logan, and Tucker. And so Dean is the man whore of the house. He's known for like being a playboy and just sleeping with a lot of women. So obviously Allie has to stay at the house with just Dean there because Tucker is nowhere to be seen. Garrett, Logan are on a like trip to watch a hockey game with their girlfriends. Things take a turn for both Allie and Dean. I don't want to say anything else. 5 stars. I love the book. Even though I love this book, it's not my favorite out of the 3 that I've read. The Deal is absolutely my favorite. I love Allie. She's a badass. I relate to her. I honestly related to Allie so much in the way that she's an actor and I'm an actor, so I could relate to her and connect with her on that aspect. Dean doesn't really like Sabrina, and if someone doesn't like Sabrina, they don't like me. I don't know, that's just like the only con to him, is that he doesn't like Sabrina, but he's still very funny. He's very sweet towards Allie. I loved that. And let me just say, the scene in like the bathtub and everything, I can't. It was so funny. I loved it. It reminded me of the scene from Friends with Monica and Chandler and like hiding their relationship and everything, you know? Oh, another thing, I got my friend to read The Deal and she loved it. The last book that I read 6 books in total. I forgot to mention that before. I read 6. It's actually not as bad as from the start, because at the start of the year I was a slow reader and I only read like 1 or 2 books in a month, and now that I'm reading like 6 books in a month, that's actually a lot of progress. I'm happy with myself for that. I feel like this is gonna disappoint people that have read this book, but I read The Foxhole Court. I didn't hate it, I just didn't love it. I was this close to DNFing the book. I have a very hard time of DNFing books that I don't like, because I just keep reading thinking that it'll get better, but it doesn't. I don't really know how to explain this one, because one, characters have gone out of my mind. I didn't care for any of the characters whatsoever. I'm sorry. I did give this a 3.5 though. It wasn't bad. I was expecting male love male romance, because that's what it's been pulled out as, but the first book doesn't have that in it. Like, it's there, but it's just, they're just like friends. And apparently there's romance in the other books, but I cannot be bothered reading those ones. I will say, the story is effed up. I have a hard time of giving books under 3 stars. If you want to search it up and see what it's about, you can search it up. I have no clue. I don't remember anything besides that the story is effed up. I'm sorry to disappoint people that have read it and love the series. I'm really sorry. I'm not going to continue reading the series. I did go into it though, searching it up and seeing if there was romance in the book, and no. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it, because even though there's no romance in it, I will try. That is all the books that I have read in November. Wasn't really a bad month, honestly, but wasn't the best. I've been really busy, so reading has been slow. Finding books to read in general as well has been slow. Also, I did start Addicted for Now last month. I'm almost finished with it. This is taking me like just a week to read. What the hell? Usually something like this would take me like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But yes, I do have a reading vlog. For this one, I'm still currently filming it, so won't be up anytime soon. So far, 5 stars. I'll add that into November, even though it's going into December. Those are the books that I read. Not just these, you know, I have my other ones. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more videos by me, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you know every time I upload. I am going to be trying to do more just vlogs like I used to do before my reading videos, because I kind of want to get back into that and being more aesthetically pleasing. Also as well, I'm not doing vlogmas this year. I cannot do that. I know I tried to film and post every single day. That didn't end up really working well, and filming for the whole week and posting, that only lasted like 2 weeks and that was it. So I am really sorry that I'm not doing vlogmas. Maybe in the future I will do something. So yeah, vlogmas is off the table, and I still will be posting obviously, but I'm not going to be posting like the daily videos or just vlogging my whole entire week. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!